Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's time for keto. Today, we're going to be talking about the 7 best cheeses to consume if you are a cheese lover on keto. And not all cheeses are exactly the same and have the benefit that some cheeses do in our body. And for those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Donna Levy. I've been a registered nurse for 38 years. I've helped over 30,000 clients take care of their body, take care of their brain, and have longer, happier lives. And so today I'm hoping to help you with that too. Okay, so what is the number one cheese you should be consuming is blue cheese. Blue cheese has all kinds of anti-inflammatory effects in our body. It's rich. You can add it and make a salad dressing out of it with great olive oils and seasonings. But the most important thing about this is that's what we make penicillin out of, is the process in which we use the blue cheese, and there's a segment that they take those elements, those cells, microorganisms, enzymes, and they actually make penicillin with it. So this is the mother lode of cheeses for keto and for your health, actually. Okay, the next two are also like in the top for anti-inflammatory. One is Feta, and most of the Feta cheeses are made from sheep or goat. So there, again, you're not being treated with antibiotics. They're mostly grass-fed. So you are going to have that enormous anti-inflammatory effect. Also, we choose sheep and goat cheeses over cow cheeses because it has something called A2 casein in it, and it has not been genetically modified. Our cows, because of what we have fed our cows, basically their milk is genetically modified. So they used to be casein 2s. Now they're all A1 casein, and that promotes inflammation in our body, and we can't really digest it, and it gives us issues. Inflammation in our body gives us cell damage, gives us diseases. So if you can at all choose a goat cheese or a sheep cheese, you are doing much, much better. If you have to choose a cow cheese, a beef cheese, then you need to look and make sure it never has been treated with antibiotics, and it has been grass-fed, farm-raised, organic, the whole shebang for your cow cheeses. Okay. So what else do we have? I have a little list here. So the next one is mozzarella. Yes, Italians love mozzarella. They make their own mozzarella, right? The way in which you age the mozzarella, it has absolutely the best enzymes in it for your intestines, and it has a little less sodium in it. It's going to decrease your inflammation, and guess what else it does? It actually helps fight respiratory infections. Yes, so we kind of need that right now. So mozzarella and buffalo mozzarella is the best, and it's just the way in which they process the cheese. Okay, so the next on our list is our friend on our thumbnail. It's Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese. See, why Swiss cheese has all those holes in it? Because that's the fermenting process, and it releases the gases, okay? And it makes little holes in the cheese. This is a great cheese. It's low in sodium for people who are fighting with sodium, and it decreases any lactose and any gases that we might have due to if you're a little lactose intolerant. So Swiss cheese, the way it's fermented, is absolutely fabulous for us. The next one is Parmesan. And I've been eating a lot of Parmesan. Partly, I think it's because it has 0 carbs in it. Some of the other cheeses might have 1, or they say less than 1. If it says less than 1, you have to count it as 1, because labeling, you could have 0.9, right? So count it as 1 just to be safe. But carb, I mean. So, but the Parmesan is the way it is aged for such a long period of time that you really don't have to worry about the lactose. So people who are lactose intolerant can have some Parmesan. Okay. So those are the 7 cheeses. That sounds funny, right? The 7 cheeses that you should consume on keto. Remember, cheese is always in moderation. Sometimes I do a quarter of a cup, sometimes half, and sometimes a cup. Yep. So, but it just keep putting it into your carb manager. Now, what about sharp cheddar cheese or other types of cheeses like your gorgonzola? It's really iffy, really in very small amounts because of the way it's processed. It is processed with other elements that will either increase inflammation in our body, maybe even throwing you off of your keto journey. So, Velveeta, any kind of those kind of cheeses. No. You can make your own Velveeta. That is keto. The sharp cheddars, make sure you can read on the label what is in there and make sure it is going to be organic, and made from the cows that have only been grass fed, never ever used antibiotics, that kind of thing, for the other cheeses. But just those are in moderation. These are the cheeses, the 7 cheeses that I just mentioned are the cheeses that are going to be the healthiest for you and are going to keep you on your keto journey. So that's it for today. I hope everybody has a marvelous, marvelous day. And remember, it's time for keto. Bye-bye. Take care.